He should not be touching little girls like that. That's disgusting. And Kamala Harris or Senator Harris, whatever you want to call her, she was protecting pedophile priests. So everybody needs to know that she protected pedophile priests.
Joe Biden just needs to go sit down somewhere.
And we can see the children not consenting, pulling away, being disgusted by Joe Biden.
Oh, he should be inside getting some rest and speaking to a doctor.
Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, they all formed to pass this legislation and imprison thousands of black African American fathers.
He has dementia. He needs to go to a home. That's all I only can say about it.
Hi there. So my name is Brenda McCalca, and you can find me on Instagram, Patriot90068. And Rez here was asking me my thoughts on Biden. And I don't know if you guys all know this because, you know, the media, the mainstream media is spinning it that Trump hates veterans. You know, the guy who will pick up the guy that's while he's walking to go up into the Marine One, and they're having he's that kind of guy. But he asked me about Biden, and just in a video that went viral, he says, as he's speaking to veterans, he's talking about his wife, and he says, "You stupid bastards." And he actually called him a stupid bastard, so check that video out. That's what I think about him. If he reverses it, I think he's a stupid bastard. I think he's sleepy. I think he has dementia. And I actually think it's Jill Biden's fault because his wife should be protecting him, and she's doing anything but. So he should be inside getting some rest and speaking to a doctor. Thank you.
I honestly just think he's cringeworthy. Like, he's just cringeworthy. I genuinely feel bad for the man. I think he should be at home getting rest, like she said. And it just makes me so sad to just every single time that he comes out, it's one thing after the other.
Anyway, Trump 2020.
Joe Biden touches little girls inappropriately. He should not be touching little girls like that. That's disgusting. And Kamala Harris or Senator Harris, whatever you want to call her, she was protecting pedophile priests. So everybody needs to know that she protected pedophile priests and got a payoff from the Catholic Church. How sick is that? And then look at Senate Bill 145. They're protecting pedophiles. Second paragraph, everybody needs to read it. Senate Bill 145, second paragraph, read it, everybody.
Joe Biden just needs to go sit down somewhere.
What about Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris, I forgot to ask you.
You mean Camel Toe Harris?
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry, but no.
Oh, no.
She's busy getting high on the debate stage.
Are we going to have at least one female president in our lifetime?
I'll tell you this. I don't even care for a female president. I just want somebody to do the job, do it well. That's right. And not worry about gender politics, identity politics, race politics. She's not fit. Biden's not fit. Trump and Pence are where it's at.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, I just want to say one quick thing about Joe Biden. Joe Biden, first of all, the most egregious thing that he's done that we've seen on camera is obviously touching those little children at the Senate confirmation hearing. A bunch of children that we see on camera of senators, and they just like allow, because they're Democrats and they support child love, they allowed Joe Biden to touch their children, and we see this, and we can see the children not consenting, pulling away, being disgusted by Joe Biden, the way he's touching them in the nipples and touching them in their shoulder and their neck and sniffing them. He's a disgusting person as a person. But then when you look at his record, you can't even say that he ever did anything good for anybody. Not Americans or the minorities that he claims to be defending. He never did anything good for America. 50 years of failure. Put in the 1994 crime bill, put a bunch of innocent minorities in jail for no reason. And then Kamala Harris laughed about that. She laughed about her locking up people for non-violent drug offenses. And they come and preach to minorities as if they're the ones who own their vote. So Joe Biden says extremely racist statements like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Like, it's unbelievable to me that somebody would even say that in 2020 and then let alone be allowed to get away with it. Like, it's completely backwards, their platform. The Democrats are the racists. The Democrats are the sexual predators. The Democrats are the corrupt ones who did corrupt dealings with Ukraine and Russia. Everything that they blame Trump for is what they're guilty of.
Alright, so Joe Biden, if you look up his past history, he's done 47 years in politics. What has he actually accomplished? He's accomplished nothing. He's only passed one piece of legislation that he was a major architect of, and that was the crime bill of 1994. Democrats, Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, they all passed this legislation and imprisoned thousands of black African American fathers. Completely messed up the whole family unit of the African American community, which is seen now a rise in crime, and everything wrong with the Democrat Party is summed up in that one piece of legislation. And it was Trump who reversed that with the First Step Act. And so that is the first piece of prison reform ever. That is the difference between the two. Joe Biden will never do anything. Trump has done everything.
So I personally do not support Joe Biden because I've watched multiple videos of him touching and sniffing girls and lots of weird perverted things beyond even his mental capabilities, and the fact that he doesn't even come out to the public and share his thoughts. I mean, that's not someone who should be running our country. That's what I think.
Okay, so I think Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, I think what they're doing to him is elder abuse. Obviously he has Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. He needs to be at a home with some mashed potatoes and some applesauce, just relaxing, you know, counting his days, because obviously he's not fit to be president, and neither is Harris. Neither are both fit to be president. I think the Democrats have nobody at all to help them at all. I mean, they tried it with Hillary and ain't nobody like her at all. They like her husband though, he's pretty chill, but everybody just hates Hillary. So I just think, yeah, and Joe Biden's a racist. I mean, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I mean, he called he went to the military, he called them bastards the other day. He talks about children sitting on his lap and like corn pop and all other crazy stuff. He has dementia, he needs to go to a home. That's all I really can say about it. That's it.